whole plaza, right? This is Maine. And Maine and Houston, Maine and Elm kind of intersect before the triple underpass. There's like a highway here.
Oh yeah, that's the picture on they both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both kind of intersect here, and you could like switch lanes if you want to hop on the highway. So like you see how Maine and Elm kind of come back together, right? Kennedy took this way, and he was shot here, right? The original motorcade route took him straight without doing this curvy shit and coming back down. 3 days before the assassination, they changed the motorcade plans.
So
this is commerce, by the way.
But you don't have any thinking that maybe they changed it so quickly because people would have known where he was going?
They wanted, some people say they wanted to get him in a triangulation of crossfire. And there's a Dallas, Texas building back here. Dallas, Texas building. They said they wanted to get him in a triangulation of crossfire so they wouldn't really miss. And so they say they changed the motorcade route because of that. If he just went straight on Maine like he was supposed to, they would have never had those shots.
Yeah, well, my point is...
And plus, it's really weird because why would they make all that herky-jerky turns when they're already out of Center City, Dallas? Because this part of the motorcade, they were almost done. They were all getting ready to relax and, all right, we're done waving to people and everything. After Main Street, they were out of Center City, Dallas. Right?
There are still people there, though.
And right around here is where, yeah, there were still some people, yeah, but not the droves of people in this area of Dallas. This is Center City right here. That's Center City, Dallas. And now they're finally coming out of town, right? They were just supposed to come on Main Street, hop on the Stemmons Freeway.
You should live in Texas, Tom. You know all the streets already.
Oh, I know how to get there. And they were supposed to go to the Trade Mart, hop on the highway, go to the Trade Mart. We were supposed to make the speech. The motorcade was basically done, right? So it was really, it just seems stupid right at the end of the motorcade to change it and then do all this, go up Houston, you know, they come back down Elm, only to intersect back with Maine, because there weren't many people there anyways for him to see. They were already out of Center City, Dallas, right? Another thing, I gotta say, if Oswald was a shooter, why didn't he take the shot on Houston, while Kennedy's head was facing him? Oswald is right here. He had a direct sight of Kennedy, and he's coming right at him.
Isn't there a tree, though, in the way?
No. Trees are here. Trees are there. And that's why the first shot missed.
Because the tree?
Yeah, Oswald fired before Kennedy was cleared of the trees.
Here's well,
and
I'm gonna go ahead and assume though that Houston Street is shorter than Elm though.
It is. It's short.
So he's got less of a time to.
No. He had a lot of time. The motorcade's going 10 miles an hour. You could have easily delivered the fatal shot. Boom, one shot, done. Right? Why would Oswald make a shot that the road is sloping downward and Kennedy's going away from him?
Or maybe the fact that it's so obliviously obvious that it came from that angle that they would immediately know where it came from. At least if it was down Elm Street, you can have kind of, oh, did it come from down there, up there? Where'd it
Yeah,
go?
there were echoes like everywhere. Did you ever hear the thing with Nellie Connolly, the governor's wife? The governor's wife was sitting in front of Kennedy, and like right around here, she goes, "Oh, Mr. Kennedy, you can't say Dallas doesn't love you." Yep. Because like there was like all this hostility, like, oh, Kennedy, maybe you shouldn't go to Texas, and they received such a warm, greedy,
welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome. Like in Center City, Dallas, people were signs and everything's happy. Kennedy stopped the motorcade twice during this trip to say hi to a nun, and then he said hi to a couple people that had a sign like, Mr. Kennedy, stop the motorcade and shake our hands. Yeah, he stopped the motorcade twice.
Sure that wasn't you?
But she said it right here. She's like, oh, Mr. Kennedy, you can't say Dallas doesn't love you now.
Wait. I thought the governor sat in front of him.
Yeah, he did. Nellie was to his left, to the governor's left.
Oh, okay, all right. You said that she sat in front of Kennedy.
Kennedy, Jackie, Governor Connolly, wife. Mr. Greer was the driver. Roy Kellerman was a Secret Service agent. Those were the 6 people in the car.
And apparently Greer did it too.
Apparently Greer fired the shot. Boom. That killed Kennedy. Greer wasn't a Secret Service agent. Greer was only driving the president because of seniority. Greer used to drive Eisenhower's wife in the motorcades. And because of seniority, he got promoted to drive the president.
Now, do you believe that the actual car that they have in the museum is actually the one that he was killed in?
No, they totally reworked it. It's not the same car.
You don't think they have the real one, though? That's just like a real one, but it's like fake.
It's destroyed.
Yeah, I don't think it's the real one either.
No, it was totally reworked from the chassis up.
Right, I don't think it was even the real car anyway. Like even like any parts was. Well, yeah, I know what you're saying that's probably the real car, but just reworked. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a different car. They just have it on display to say, "Oh, that's the car."
Yep. And yeah, Jackie was here, and some people try to disprove the grassy knoll shot because Jackie was here. That's Jackie there. That's Kennedy. They said if the bullet was fired from the grassy knoll, it would have hit Jackie. It would have went through Kennedy's head and hit Jackie because she was right there. But depending on what type of bullet the guy used, you know, it could have either went through Kennedy's head or caused massive damage, like you saw. A frangible bullet, a smaller bullet, would cause that kind of damage.
The first thing is the one that went through his neck.
Yeah.
That's only neck. It's only flesh.
They don't know. Actually, some of the doctors at Parkland Hospital thought the neck wound was an entrance wound, believe it or not. And when they probed the wound, the back wound, you saw, right? They couldn't go through Kennedy's body. They couldn't find the exit through his body. When they probed it to go through, they couldn't go through. They stopped. So that's telling them, well, the bullet didn't go through. Bunch of weird stuff. There's so many inconsistencies.
No, the one documentary that I watched that you watched was they lined up the shots that hit the governor to his back, to the one in Kennedy's neck, to the one in the back of his neck, and the lineup matched up perfectly. It's like how many feet upwards at an angle, right to the window where he shot it.
Oh, the ABC one.
Yeah.
The ABC one. Actually, if you look back at that, there's a couple weird things with that they don't show.
I did see that though. The second that they both got shot the same day, they both did do this at the same time. They reacted at the same time. Like it's dead on. Like I didn't notice that before until they pointed that out.
It's like, whoa.
No, seriously, they literally went like at the same second, like flinched.
Mm-hmm. They reacted. But even Governor Connolly thinks he was shot by a different bullet. Because you don't hear the shot that hits you. He heard the shots. You know what I mean?
Why don't you hear the shot that hit you?
Because you're already hit. You're like, you never heard of that?
I haven't been shot, so I don't know.
You never hear the shot that hits you.
Well, no shit. And I'm thinking Kennedy heard
shocked that you got hit.
I'm thinking Kennedy didn't hear that either. Just like
because the bullet travels faster than sound.
When did he actually die? Do you think he died immediately when he got shot? Yeah, I figured.
He had a heartbeat and a pulse and all that stuff, but he was gone.
He was a little fuzzy. I don't think he could have made that speech anyway.
His eyes were dilated. They weren't closed or anything.
Yeah, what if it's weird that when he got shot, his eyes actually opened up full? Oh man, that'd be freaking weird.
They were open though.
Well, no, you know how he always has that kind of like a roof over his eyes, like.
Yeah, but they were. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, it is a lot of weird stuff, right, Tommy?
Yeah. Fuck. You guys recorded the whole thing?
Oh, about 10 minutes so far.
That thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Now we can further get to the heart of what really happened.
Oh, Tom, this will be continued it's continued for another day, Tommy. Okay.
Roy Kellerman was the only Secret Service agent in that car.
You're still going on about this, aren't you? we got financial.
We should have pointed out who was in the follow-up car.
That's for another day, Tom. You have financial management in 10 minutes.
Fuck that. It's over. School's over. Everybody's gonna be looking. Let me see. Where did you start that video?
Hold on. So give a Kennedy quote before we end the video.
Huh?
Give a Kennedy quote before we end the video.
Let's think here.
Do the better man one.
No. Always forgive your enemies, but never forget their names.
There you go.